On the first day of meeting my foster family, they told me I ruined their lives. I was 13 years old, standing in the Hendersons' living room with my social worker and a garbage bag of clothes, when Mrs. Henderson looked at me and said, "You've ruined our lives." My social worker, Janet, went pale. "Excuse me?" Mr. Henderson put his hand on his wife's shoulder. "What Diane means is, I mean what I said." Mrs. Henderson's eyes were red from crying. "We were supposed to get a 6-year-old, a little girl. We painted the room pink. We bought stuffed animals. We were ready for a child." "I am a child," I whispered. "You're a teenager, with a record. The agency told us you set fires." "That was my last foster home," I said. "I was defending myself from—" "We don't want to hear excuses," Mr. Henderson interrupted. "The truth is, we were lied to. We signed up to help an innocent child, not a troubled teen with behavior issues." I looked at Janet, silently begging her to take me out of there. But Janet was reading paperwork. "Actually, Mr. and Mrs. Henderson, you signed a flexible placement agreement. It specifically states you'd accept children aged 6 to 16 based on need. Bryn is within that range." "This isn't what we wanted," Mrs. Henderson said, crying now. "We had plans. We were going to be a family." I picked up my garbage bag. "I'll just go." "Sit down, Bryn," Mr. Henderson said quietly. "Why? You just told me I ruined your life. I've been in 8 foster homes. I know when I'm not wanted." That's when their daughter walked in. She was maybe 16, tall, looked like a younger version of Mrs. Henderson. "Mom, what's going on?" I heard yelling. "Kennedy, go to your room," Mrs. Henderson said. Kennedy looked at me, then at her parents. "Is this the foster kid?" "Don't call her that," Mr. Henderson snapped. "Why not? That's what she is." Kennedy crossed her arms. "Let me guess. You told her she ruined everything?" "Kennedy, they do this," Kennedy said to me directly. "They build up these perfect fantasies and then blame other people when reality doesn't match. They did it to me my whole life." "That's not fair," Mrs. Henderson said. "Isn't it? You wanted a little girl to dress up and play dollhouse with. You got me instead. Athletic, gay, nothing like your dreams. And now you're doing it to her." The room went silent. Kennedy turned to her parents. "Here's what's going to happen. Bryn is staying. She's getting the room you painted, and you're going to apologize for making a 13-year-old feel like her existence is a burden." "Kennedy, now." I'd never seen anyone stand up to adults like that. Mrs. Henderson looked at me, really looked at me for the first time. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "That was cruel. I was just scared." "Of what?" I asked. "Of failing you. Like we failed Kennedy." "You didn't fail me," Kennedy said quietly. "You just loved the idea of me more than the reality. Don't do that to Bryn. That was 6 years ago. I'm 19 now. Kennedy and I are best friends. She helped me through high school, taught me to stand up for myself, came to every college tour with me. The Hendersons aren't perfect. Mrs. Henderson still sometimes struggles with expectations versus reality, but they showed up to my high school graduation. They helped me move into my dorm. They call me their daughter. Last week, I got my acceptance letter to social work grad school. I want to work in foster care, to be for other kids what Kennedy was for me." Mrs. Henderson framed the acceptance letter. "I was so wrong about you," she told me while hanging it up. "You didn't ruin our lives. You saved them. You made us better people." Kennedy rolled her eyes. "Don't get sappy, Mom." But she was crying too. Because sometimes the most beautiful families aren't the ones we plan for. They're the ones we fight for. Imperfect, messy, real. I didn't ruin their lives. We rebuilt them together.